Hey guys, thanks for jumping on episode 3 of Mostly Uneducated Opinions. I'm Tim Frey.
And I'm Clinton Adamson.
That was completely unrehearsed.
Look out, I've got an intro now. Sick.
Thanks for jumping on, guys. We've had epic feedback on these episodes, which has been super fun. They're actually I think they're like double our regular podcast to listen, which is cool. So thanks for checking these out. I don't know why you guys just love really uneducated opinions so much. It's just, it's a popular thing.
People just love us talking shit, I think.
Yeah.
Easy.
People say it's easy listening, which is epic.
That's good.
So Clint has gone against my advice as a coach, and he takes these random weeks off training every now and then. So we wanted to talk about, Clinton's thoughts on taking a week off training, kind of what his rationale is behind it, and just, have a conversation about that. Because you might be in one of those positions where, niggles are coming up, or, you're just not feeling it, or, life's getting in the way or something like that's happening. So, yeah, Clint, tell us about your weeks off. You've got this bro science way of taking weeks off.
I guess it works for me, eh? I don't know, because I like training full on all the time. So whenever the body starts feeling a little bit sore, like usually I get a niggle in my shoulder or a niggle in my knee or something. Usually that's enough sign for me to take the week off. And I find if I take the week off then and just focus on like sauna and stretching, bit of yoga and whatnot, works a lot better for me, eh? Each of their own though. But yeah, the week off just focusing on like mobility, doing all sorts of different stretches and whatnot. Yeah. It just works, eh?
Do you think you'd be better off training, 3 to 4 times a week at 80% or like 5 times a week at 100% and then taking a week off?
I think 5 times a week at 100%. I can't hold myself at 80%.
Yeah.
5 times a week definitely at 100%. I know it's probably it's definitely not good in your books, but I think it works for me, eh?
Yeah, I'm at each their own. There's no like black and white answer on it.
I feel worse if I don't, like on the days off, like rest days, I feel worse.
Oh, 100%.
Like I need to stretch and get the blood going.
Yeah.
Main reason I train in the morning as well.
Yeah. I feel awful if I take a week off though, like mentally.
Yeah. What do you do on the week off though? Do you stretch and sauna as well, or you just actually take the week off?
It's usually, so I had my appendix removed last year. So I was training and then I got a real sharp pain in my stomach. And then I went home. Steph was like, "Oh, you should probably go to the doctor." And I was like, "Nah, it's all good. Just
don't
like ate some food or something wrong."
Yeah, don't eat doctors.
Went to hospital and the doctor was like, "You need to get your appendix out now.
Oh,
like,
shit.
It's going to pop."
Yeah.
And then next minute, I'm under the knife, had my woke up, appendix removed, had this massive scar. And they're like, "No training for 2 months." Oh, for fuck's sake.
I couldn't do it, eh? 2 months.
I think I took a week off, which was forced. And then everything else started feeling good, like my joints, my elbows, my knees, my ankles, upper back, everything was feeling good. And then I was like, all right, cool. I actually need to do something now.
Yeah.
So that was like a forced one. And then obviously when I broke my wrist, I was off for 3 days. So there's been like
3 days, did you say? 3 days?
3 days. and then
Doctor's orders.
Back to squatting. I don't know. It's probably like a mental thing for me.
100%.
Like a lazy cunt.
Yeah.
If I'm not doing anything.
My day is ruined if I don't get the blood flowing in the morning, eh?
Sitting in the sauna and stretching is like, it's cool if you're a hippie, but I'm just like not there.
Not there? Nah. As long as I get the sweat on, I'm good to go. Otherwise, you feel real tight. My necks get tight. My shoulders get tight. My lower back gets tight. Where if I at least minimal sauna, it's good.
So they say that sauna has the same effect on the body as like conditioning.
Conditioning?
Yeah. It's
really?
Like the same internal effects as conditioning. So it's like really good for older people that can't.
Yeah, well, I heard it. I heard it increases your mortality.
Yeah.
So what do? I do 60 degrees for 60 minutes, and that's, I think, perfect day.
Yeah, it's tough.
Real good.
It's it's really prevalent in the like Nordic countries like Scandinavia, Norway, Sweden, those types of places, and they have like a higher mortality rate than us. Well,
yeah, right.
Or a less mortality rate, which way we're saying it. They live longer, aka.
Yeah. Well, it increases your white blood cells, isn't it, or your red blood cells?
Wed.
Yeah,
red blood cells.
Red blood cells.
Going full Rhonda Patrick on us.
Which one is? It's one of them, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it increases your red blood cells, which obviously increases healing and all that.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so taking a week off, I'm not a huge fan. Clint is. Each their own. Yeah. I'm more in the in the camp of doing less and being more consistent with it, but it's just each of their own.
Yeah, I mean, I take the week off probably, I'd say maybe twice, 2 or 3 times a year. So it's not that often. Only when I start getting little niggles.
Yeah. So one of my mentors, Stefan Kazalt from Kilo Strength, he does a 12-week cycle, and then they do a week of active recovery after every 12-week program.
Yeah.
So that week's just general, just keep it moving, kind of thing. But like at Helix, we kind of just roll straight into another hard cycle.
I noticed this cycle we didn't do a deload week.
Yeah.
Which that's why I thought I might take the week off. Any reason for no deload week or?
So it's really tough in a gym to program for 200 people, each with different schedules, commitment levels, and these types of things. So I have to write a program or a couple of programs for the best case scenario. And that doesn't work all the time for every single person. Because you imagine, like, you need a deload week because you train like a motherfucker. But like old fucking Sally that, gets 2 sessions a week, she don't need no deload week. You know what I mean? She just needs to train more.
Yeah.
So if you like deloading, making it more demotivating for the person, might not be the best thing for them.
True.
So those kind of things are more, I'd say you as an individual and a higher level athlete, you probably just understand that on your own and take your own deload weeks.
Yeah, true.
When you need to.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. I guess like that's the pros and cons. Or it's a con of a group training gym is like the individualization aspect is limited, so to speak. So if I was programming for you as like you're a one-on-one client of mine, I would schedule in all those things according to you and how much you train and these types of things as well. But training by yourself is fucking boring.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know how I used to do jets, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, boring as fuck.
Yeah. Lifting the same weights, doing some YouTube program, thinking you're jacked and really got no idea, eh?
Yeah. So I'd say like in terms of one-on-one, you could get, if you're a motivated person, you could get better results for sure. But you've got to go to the gym, hit your percentages, hit your numbers, 4 to 6 times a week, follow the program, do the deloads. This is all on your own, all based to you. That doesn't really fit with 99.9% of people.
Yeah. A lot of people just want to go to the gym and do a few weights and leave, eh?
Yeah. They're not really into following any programs.
Yeah.
So, we've had this question a few times. I always get asked this, especially owning a gym, is, like, what's the best supplement you've ever taken? Bear in mind, I reckon I've probably spent 30K on supplements in my time. So there's been a lot of supplements in there. I'll let Clint start this one out.
Pre-workout.
What kind?
I just take the cheap Optimum Nutrition.
Did you get high last night?
Probably. Struggling. We're a little bit earlier this time.
We are earlier. Less coffees.
Optimum Nutrition for me, just a standard pre-workout. It's got like 300 milligrams of caffeine, a bit of beta-alanine, what is it? Alanine, and the other stuff that makes you tingly.
Yeah.
That is beta, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. I love it.
How long have you been taking pre-workout for?
My whole fitness life.
How long is that?
Probably since I was like 15, I think.
Shit, quite old. Do you ever take Jacked?
I did Jack 3D, back in the day.
Was the shit, man.
I snorted a line of that one day watching YouTube, thinking
you snort lines while watching YouTube.
No, it was I saw the bodybuilders do it, and I was like, oh, if they're doing it, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Tried it, worst thing of my entire life.
It has like meth in it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it used to have. Yeah, because it's now banned, eh?
Yeah. There was I remember I used to work in a supplement store when I was 18 and I was a struggling personal trainer. I worked in a supplement store and I had like the inside scoop on what was going on in the supplement industry. And it came down the wire that it was getting banned. I stocked up. I bought like 40
Same
tubs
with me.
of it.
I bought 3. You bought 40
tubs of it. I was selling at black market for like 200 a tub.
Yeah, it had the same. It wasn't meth in it, but it had the same methyl. Is that what it was?
Oh, it was something like that.
Yeah, to just get you going. It definitely works, big time.
Yeah,
big time.
First time you take it was like half scoop, and then next minute you're doing 4 scoops.
Yeah. That's when I realized when I was a bit younger, doing double scoops of pre-workout, you realize it's probably not that good for you.
No, it's
definitely not.
Terrible.
Probably better to take a couple of weeks off the pre-workout and then try 1 scoop again.
Yeah. After my appendix last year, I went and saw a naturopath, and I went in there, and she was like, What's going on in your life right now? And I was, like chest pains, stomach pains, fucking diarrhea, like all this stuff,
all the good stuff.
And she was like, "That is not good." And obviously, in your body, but it just becomes like a normal kind of thing for you. And she was like, "Oh, what's your caffeine consumption like?" And I had to think about it. I was like, like I take a pre-workout to work.
Yeah.
I'll take a pre-workout before I train, and then I'll have like 3 coffees and a Diet Coke and stuff like that. So she's like, so you're having a gram of caffeine a day, basically. That's how much it was, like 1,000 milligrams. It was fucking wild.
Yeah.
So I went off caffeine for 3 months. I felt like fucking shit. Like I couldn't have any pre-workouts, anything like that.
Really?
Yeah, it was wild.
What, just smashed you?
Just smashed me.
Yeah.
And then obviously I started feeling a lot better for it because you become quite dependent on it, but the crash off it is wild.
The crash, what, when you're taking a break or?
Yeah, when you take a break. You get so dependent on caffeine.
Yeah.
Then came back to it, and now I just take it. I take it 4 days a week, but I have a half scoop. It's more for like a psychological effect.
Yeah. I think mine's mainly placebo now for sure. Like, because I have 2 black coffees a day, and then just 1 scoop of pre-workout. So whatever that is. I used to have like a scoop of pre-workout, and same as you, 3 or 4 coffees a day. Now just the 2. But yeah, same thing. When I went to the army for training, we had a couple of weeks out in the bush, and we weren't allowed any caffeine. And I thought I was severely dehydrated, but turns out it's just coffee. Man, my head, I've never felt anything.
Addiction.
Oh man, it was terrible.
It's so addictive.
As soon as I got home, straight back on the coffee.
It's like, it's the fastest growing industry in the world.
It was insane. Like proper thumping. Your head was I think it was a migraine.
So where'd you get to in the army? What's the army?
Just Army Reserves. I did.
Yeah.
Not really. I'm still enlisted, but not really that busy with it anymore.
Yeah.
But we just did our basic infantry training over east, and then we went a couple of weeks out bush, which was good fun. But no caffeine, that sucked. And obviously we stayed awake for a couple of days, which was good fun as well.
What's the motivation to be in the army? Like, why do people do it? I think about it. I'm like, why the fuck would anyone want to do that?
For me, I love the discipline, the hard work, and I got paid to shoot guns. Wicked. Wicked in my books.
Is that what everyone else does it for?
There's a lot of different people in the army, but most infantry soldiers, same idea as me.
Yeah.
Get out the bush with all the boys and just shoot guns and get paid.
When you get out, it kind of feels like they're set up for life, though, because you get all like the DVA cards and
even reservists get it as well.
Shit.
I don't really know, to be honest. Full time, like reservists is a lot different. We just did a couple of days a week and then a weekend here and there, and a couple of weeks a year out in the bush. But full timers, if you get injured and whatnot, you're set up for the rest of your life. Not that you want to get injured in the army, but they definitely
get injured. Wink, wink.
Yeah. Like you'll get it's like a pension, and then you get your veterans card as well. So it's like kind of like a seniors card. There's all these pros are getting out of it, but you've also got to do the hard yards first, which is a lot of people can't and won't do.
I'm not going to name names, but I know a guy that got the payout. And
it's large.
It's like 200K or something.
Yeah, same with I know a person as well, and they're sweet. They haven't worked a day in their life.
Yeah.
We're all paying for their tax.
Invested it, and he's got the DVA. You get like free chiro and everything. Like that, and like his injury's not
discounts. It's
injury's not even severe.
Yeah, it's just a veterans card. Oh, the person I knew, they hurt their back just carrying the loads. They were in the Navy and just doing backpack work and whatnot, and they got injured, smashed their back, and now they can't really work, but they're getting paid a lot of money to not do a whole lot.
Yeah,
which is good.
Yeah. Anyway, back to supplements here. We're talking about the army, but I'd say like probably besides a pre-workout, the best one I've ever taken is melatonin. So melatonin, if anyone actually cares here, is something that's produced naturally in the body. As soon as the sun goes down, body starts naturally producing it in a decent amount, but they've managed to supplement this shit. And as soon as you take it, obviously it puts your body into that kind of state. But the problem in 21st century is we have a lot of artificial lights. So anytime your body or your retina receives artificial lights, it like blunts the melatonin response. So this is like, they're called circadian rhythms as well. It's like, it's just like artificial lights, TVs, phones, lights in the house. They just fuck your circadian rhythm and blunt your melatonin, or your body's ability to start producing melatonin. So I usually take this, I'll get like a bottle and I'll do like 4 days on, 3 days off. Usually take like 3 milligrams, usually a night for 3 to 4 days. And then that really helps my sleep. I usually get like an extra hour of sleep, which is incredible. So in summer, I'll train at 5:30 a.m. In winter, I'll train at 6:30 a.m. Just so I can get that extra sleep. And that's also related to the circadian rhythm. So in summer, your body needs, or you actually need less sleep than you do in winter, because your body goes with this. Yeah,
because it goes with the sunlight.
Yeah, it goes with the sunlight. Yeah, so you can utilize less sleep. So there's a
Yeah.
guy called Andy Mant, and he runs Blue Blocks, which is the blue light blocking company, and he has like heaps of podcasts about circadian rhythm and artificial light and these types of things. But melatonin's an incredible supplement that I've used. Any others besides pre-workout for you?
Creatine, big
Creatine,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You don't need to spend money on the big fancy brands either. I just go eBay, $5 for a kilo.
Yeah.
And that does the work.
German sourced?
Oh, I don't know. It's actually unbranded, so I don't actually know what brand it is.
How does it go with your stomach? It's not like digestion.
Fine. Yeah,
cool.
I have mine with food and all that, so
Yeah.
I usually wait. I don't do what it says to do, like do it before or after workouts.
Yeah.
Because obviously I fast. So I have it with food and no worries at all. And then you can't forget your basic multivitamins and fish oil.
Yep.
That's basically it. Creatine, pre-workout, and protein powder.
Cool.
All good supplements. I wouldn't really waste any money on everything else.
All the rest of it.
Yeah.
And then the creatine loading guidelines, you can do it two ways. So you can do just 5 grams a day, just a scoop with whatever, or you can do it like the technical way. So the technical way is 4 times a day in breakfast, pre-workout, post-workout, and dinner. And then you take 0.33 grams per kilo of body weight, which works out to be about 25 to 30 grams a day.
Yeah, right.
2 weeks loading.
Yep.
And then 4 weeks maintenance. 4 weeks maintenance is 10% of the loading.
Because you're supposed to cycle this as well, aren't you? Yeah.
So 6 weeks on, 2 weeks off.
Yeah, right. I don't cycle. Probably should, yeah. I just use it until it runs out and then have a month off and then use it again.
Do you feel like a huge difference?
Massive difference. Yeah, definitely. I reckon at least, the weights go up by at least 20%. I reckon for sure. 100%. Yeah.
I struggle taking powdered supplements.
Have you tried dry scooping?
Yeah, like I can do that as well. It's just like not in my routine. At night I'll go to bed and I'll take all my subs and they're all in pill form, which is easier. But like if it's something in a powder, I always forget to do it.
You can get the creatine in pill form.
Yeah, just not like enough. There's not like heaps in them. You got to take like 40 pills.
Yeah, I tried the pills one time and they were huge, big, massive pills, and they sucked because they're dry as well. They're not like powder coated in the sugar. Yeah. So they sucked. So powder for me, much better.
Yeah, that would be killer.
Yeah. Melatonin was good. I've got the melatonin as well, but for me, it doesn't actually really work. I'll still wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock with the brain just flying.
Yeah, but you do that anyway.
I know, it sucks.
So we're in winter at the moment, which means a lot of people are being fucking lazy, which we've definitely seen in our circles of friends, which is, it's fine, but, laziness doesn't really get you anywhere in life. And most people we know are striving for something, but it's kind of like, when do you get over that? At what point?
When do you get out of the laziness?
Yeah, when you're like, fuck, I need to get my shit together.
Yeah, I think...
It's like every year it's the same shit.
Yeah. I think you need to be motivated first, and then you can work on your discipline. Yeah. And then once you've worked on your discipline, then the motivation just goes out the door, and it just works. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I've never struggled with motivation or discipline because I've been quite good at both. So just, if you've got something to do, get up and do it. I find if you do the harder tasks straight away in the morning, when you can't be fucked, it makes the rest of the day way better.
Yeah, it's easy. Yeah, it's definitely easier. It's a funny thing at the gym. Like the people that train in the morning generally get better results than the afternoon and are more consistent.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah.
I think it's just
I couldn't.
A type of person.
Yeah. Get up and. I mean, I've just always been just get up and do it, and then you can relax once the work's done.
I can't relate to like lazy people because I've never been like that as well. And people like say, "Oh yeah, it's cold. Like I'm in bed and it's warm and I don't want to get up and I don't fucking get it at all."
Yeah, don't you want to get up and hit your goals or like even for me, even for the week off, I still feel like I haven't done anything, and I'm like, man, I feel guilty doing this for a week, let alone doing it for ever.
Yeah, like
imagine just being one of them desk jockeys who work 8 hours a day, do 2,000 or 3,000 steps a day, eat shit, have a couple Red Bulls a day. I just couldn't do it. It blows my mind how people can do that.
Yeah, we just implemented a new nutrition tracking thing at the gym where like a member will give us their like steps and calories and all that stuff on a day, and I can see it on a sheet. And you'd be surprised at like how bad some people's nutrition is. Like I'm talking like full-grown men eating 30 grams of protein a day.
I think a lot of people aren't educated either.
Yeah, and they don't want to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, have you started my nutrition course? And they're like,
easy free course. I know.
Yeah, they're like, don't have time, but like they've got 2 hours a night to watch Netflix.
Yeah, that's always a killer, right?
Yeah, and then you look at the average steps, and people are getting like 2,000 steps a day.
Oh, I feel so stiff.
Think about how little that is.
Yeah. Best thing, get a pet, then get a dog.
Yeah.
Now you have to take it for a walk. There's, another couple thousand steps a day.
Yeah.
At least.
It's absolutely forced.
20 minutes walk a day. It's not hard, really. I mean, but me and you, people like us, don't think it's hard, but I guess other people think it is.
Yeah, physically there's not much hard anymore. Speaking of, we have a training camp coming up tomorrow. Our first training camp since the COVID era, which I'm super excited about. Clint's coming down.
I am, yes.
He has no fucking idea what to expect, which is it's
good.
going to be fun. How are you feeling about it?
A little bit nervous, but I like that. It's good.
Yeah.
Getting out of the comfort zone. You need that. Someone to push you a little bit harder.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. See what we got.
So there's a guy called Tony Robbins and Anthony Robbins, and he has these. He came up with this theory. It's called the 6 human needs, and there are like connection, significance, and there's 4 other human needs that every human needs to feel whole. Clint's like, what the fuck are you on about right now? So I designed the training camp, which we have tomorrow, around the 6 human needs. So
Right.
you go through the full spectrum of like to feel like you've had a great experience.
Beauty. Can't wait.
So I've designed this 4-hour training camp. It's going to start very physical, and then we're going to get into some
You're going to break us.
mindset, breathwork, ice bath.
So the goal is to break us and then build us back up.
Yeah, break us, build us back up.
Good, like that.
We're going to put people on the spot, which is cool. So I think we got 15 in, which should be good fun tomorrow.
See who doesn't turn out, because I think the $100 deposit work day.
Yeah,
I reckon. Cool. Or see if it does actually work. That'd be good.
So we put an extra deposit on it, which you get once you turn up and complete the training camp. Because I know what people get like with these types of things,
especially on a Sunday.
Yeah,
Sunday 7 a.m. isn't it?
Sunday morning 7 a.m.
It's gonna be nice and cold, nice and cozy in bed.
Yeah, we went we booked a hike last week, and I think 70% of people cancelled last minute.
I'll be honest, I was hungover and I didn't come.
You were that person.
I was.
So, a friend of mine posted this week on social media, Brendo, that 18% of Western Australia has a gym membership and 50% of them don't use it.
Oh, I could definitely, I know about 10 people that have multiple different gym memberships and don't go to any.
Do not use them.
Yeah. Like, even though it's, $10 a week or whatnot, that adds up.
Yeah.
You're
like
just wasting money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me that $50 a week some?
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, we got a lot of them at the gym.
Yeah.
Helix at the moment.
Complete waste of money.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then you'll contact them and they won't reply.
Really?
Yeah, you're like, hey, dude, what's up? Like, anything I can help with? And they just blank you.
Free money?
Yeah. It's like, it's not even the point.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, just fucking reply, dude.
Something, at least. Yeah, say, no, I don't want to come down or,
Yeah, so that's essentially 91% of Western Australia doesn't work out in any form.
91%.
Well, so there's 18% that have a gym membership, and then half of that's 9. So 9 plus 81, yeah. So about 10%.
Huge.
Think
that's
about
insane.
That, 91% of WA, and then we wonder why we're in a health epidemic.
Wow. All right, that's probably going to be getting worse and worse as well.
Yeah.
People are getting fatter and fatter.
So it's not like everyone says like the fitness industry is super saturated in Perth. It is to a degree, but there's still 91% of people that aren't doing anything.
What do you mean by what? Super saturated?
Like a lot of gyms.
Gotcha.
But there's still 90% of people that aren't doing any activity. So 90% of clients are.
I think there's a lot of, all the Jets and Plus Fitnesses and all that. Yeah. I think they would have a lot of people that have a gym membership and don't go to.
Yeah.
Because it's just a shitty gym.
Yeah, the first gym I ever worked at, there was 4,000 members, and I think only 20% of them ever showed up.
Wow.
Think about that. It's 3,000 people like paying a gym membership, and they would never come.
I need to own a gym.
You don't do it.
No, I don't want to do that.
No. So I was like, Clint, I've been thinking about it. How do you get the 90% motivated to work out? It's a fucking problem.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, even with, you can set your goals, get them to set their goals. But at the end of the day, it's all up to them. I don't know. I have no idea how you get them to work out, because for me, it's not hard. And a lot of people I know, it's not hard either. So just getting them off the couch, just to start small and work your way up. And then after, it's the first 2 or 3 months, it's pretty shit and pretty hard. But after that, you get addicted to it, and then you can't live without it.
Yeah.
But getting that initial step down to the gym.
This is a hard one.
Yeah. I don't know, hang donuts over the door or something.
Yeah. we do sales consultation with anyone that wants to join the gym and see if they're a good fit, etc. And I usually ask what is the stimulus that got you to inquire with us? And it's usually like a breakup or like their wife said they're fat or something
Good.
like that, or it's like can't keep up with the kids, or they like aren't getting any attention from the opposite sex.
Yeah, right.
It's
Yeah.
usually one of those four, like it's a stimulus thing where they're like, I need to get my shit together and I need to go to the most drastic place I can possibly go. So that's why they end up in our gym.
Perfect spot to go to.
But yeah, it's I've been thinking about it all week since I read this. I was like, how do you get the 90% of people that are so fucking shit scared or so lazy to get off the couch and do something into it? Because there's just so many excuses as well.
Yeah. I don't think that question would ever be answered.
Yeah.
That's why you're the professional.
Yeah, I guess that as well. So, like you just said before, it'd be cool to own a gym. I need to open a gym. Yeah, you go.
It would be cool. It looks a lot easier than what it is, though, from what I hear. It's not as easy as just opening a gym, putting a few machines and a few weights in the gym and letting the people do the work, because it didn't really work for me when I did that down at Jets. So
It's I get this all the time. People always say like, "Hey, I'm gonna start a gym. Like, what do you think?" And I'm like, really think this through. Like, really think it through before you do it, because it is a huge commitment. Like, so much more than people think that goes into it. Everyone gets into it because they love helping people, and then you realize that you actually have to run a business.
Yeah.
There's a lot to running a business that more than just like training people.
Yeah.
And if you never like graduate from that, like just training people, you never have a business. It'll just be a job.
Right.
Just a job. And then you've got a job with expensive overheads and lots of risk.
Especially when COVID hits.
Yeah, especially when COVID hits. So I wanted to go through, because I get this all the time, and people ask me like the pros and cons of owning a gym. And I'd like to hear Clint's opinion. Like, what would be a pro of owning a gym?
Pro of owning a gym would be, you got freedom, because obviously you're the boss. You can work when you want to work, but at the same time, that would also be a con, because you'd find you're probably always working. But pros, you definitely get to see people transform their life, that'd be definitely the biggest, the best thing to see, definitely for sure.
Yeah,
just helping people, just be fat to fit.
Fat to fit.
I'm all for fat shaming, eh?
Yeah.
I love, fat shame. Anyone you see fat needs to be fat shamed. They need to get, once they're down in the gym, then you stop fat shaming.
Yeah.
But just getting them down to the gym, it's always good seeing fat people in the gym.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, I do. I like seeing like out of shape people. Like just getting after it.
Big time. And then 6 months later, they've completely changed their life, and then they're happy.
Yeah. We get, a lot of people like will message us and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm not fit enough to train at your gym," or "I'm too fat," and I'm like, people don't start fit, like no one goes in there and they're like a beast.
Yeah. Plus it doesn't take long. Your body adapts pretty well.
Yeah.
It's three months of hard work, and then your body starts craving it, and then it just gets, it never gets easier, but it just gets easier to get down there. But the program's always hard.
Yeah.
Always hard.
Yeah. Never gets easier.
Yeah.
So pros for me, I like, the biggest one is the people. I love the people. Like that's why I do it. It's like been the COVID times of the last 2 years. I think the only thing keeping me going was the people. Like it was fucking awful. But like the thought that I was helping people without sounding super cliche was the most important thing to me.
Even helping people from, you weren't even there. You still being able to do it behind a screen.
Yeah.
And still helping people. I remember Kiani, my wife, she was in the family room doing exercises and all sorts of shit. And then just on the screen, Yeah,
it was cool. And then like I like how it's kind of like a hobby for me as well. Like it's a cool place to train, and I get to spend money on stuff that I like to do. Like all the upgrades and shit. I don't do that for anyone besides me.
Yeah.
Like it's just because I like to do that stuff, and like I like having a sauna, I like having ice baths, I like having all the fucking fruits, I like having chains and bands and all the attachments on everything,
So you wouldn't really call it a job then?
Nah,
for yourself.
It's a fucking hobby. Like, I'd do it for $0.
You're just getting paid for it. Yeah. Sick.
Yeah, it just pays my bills.
Yeah.
Which is killer. So they're like the pros of owning a gym is the people, and like having a sick place to train that I could just make cooler all the time. Like every month I'm just investing, reinvesting, making it better, making it cooler, and just trying to like improve the experience for the member, which is sick. And then like the cons of a gym. I'd love to hear yours, Clint. What you think?
As I said, you're always working, and it is, very dangerous and expensive. But I don't know why. Yeah, I don't own a gym. It's
but
hard.
Like, you can think about it from your perspective.
I would just say you'd always have to be. Some people would blame you as well if they're not getting results.
Yeah.
Even though it's clearly their fault. And you're always busy, always working. But as I said, it's not really work for you. It's more of a hobby. So it's just, dangerous owning a gym because as you would well know, when COVID hit, a lot of gyms shut down.
Yeah.
Including yours.
Yeah, for sure.
So, it'd be hard to get back on your feet, but...
Can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say the hardest thing for me is, and the biggest con is, like, I've done a lot of work on my mindset, and, like, I've done a lot of study and trained in NLP and psychology and these types of things, and just, like, how one-dimensional people think about things is, like, a huge con.
What do you mean by one-dimensional?
Like, they can only see it from their point of view.
Oh, yeah,
like,
right,
if something goes wrong, it is like they are 100% right, and there is no other way of looking at it. Like,
can you help those people?
You can't, but, like, it's frustrating as a coach because, there's 100 ways of looking at every situation, but someone just gets so stuck in their way and so mad about, like, one little thing. And it's like, if you could just see this from a different perspective, you'd understand that it's not
everything would go away.
Yeah, everything would be not a problem.
So you feel like you're banging your head against the wall a fair bit?
Oh, you can do, especially with certain types of people.
Yep.
Yeah.
They want help, but they need to help themselves first.
Yeah, and not just that, just, like, it's the pettiness of people. Like, just humans are just petty.
Yeah. It's always someone else's fault.
Yeah.
It's way easier that way.
Yeah, 100%. They blame someone for everything. So, Clint, you've got quite a positive mindset. What would you attribute to that, and, like, how did you get a positive mindset?
I've always had a positive mindset, I think. Mainly would be, like, I have a lot of energy. And for me, all that energy I put into something I love, which is exercising. And for me, once I've exercised, the body feels wicked, the brain feels wicked. It releases endorphins. Am I correct with that? Endorphins? Yep. Yeah. Releases endorphins. I feel amazing after it. And then the discipline to keep just going at it every single day. Yeah. And then you just see your progress. And it's just, I've never have to, like, work on the positive mindset. I've just always had a positive mindset. For me, if it doesn't change my life in then, like, the next, 3 years, then it's not really an issue. Yeah.
For sure.
It's, I kind of work on it. Is it like 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, 30 years or something like that? Work on those, like, kind of steps. Yeah. And I find I don't really get stressed at a whole lot of things, like, flat out at work, and then obviously running the own business as well. But I don't know. Yeah.
I guess this is how you're looking at things as well. Like, you look at things, like, differently as well.
Yeah.
People get real fucking stressed about work.
Big time. Yeah.
I'm like, don't need to be.
Once that laptop,
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, really. Once that laptop and phone goes off, then work's done. And then you can focus on other things. But I mean, I've always taken care of myself, healthy eating, exercise, which all help with a positive mindset, and just surrounding myself with a bunch of good cunts, which helps massively.
Yeah. You surround yourself with dickheads. You'll be a fucking dickhead.
100%. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably in the last 3 to 4 years that's really become apparent to me. It's like the circle of friends that you associate with really will dictate the quality of your life.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly. So positive mindset for me, I look at it a little bit differently. I like to think about, like, every situation I get in, I'm like, how would you be a victim in this situation? And I feel like being a victim is the opposite to having a positive mindset. Yeah. So just do the opposite of being a victim in each situation, and that's how I like to think about it. Yeah,
because I mean, any negative situation, there would be a positive out of it some way. You can definitely figure out a way to say this situation is good somehow.
Yeah.
A wicked video I like to watch every now and then just to kick yourself up the bum is Jocko Willink. Good. Do yourself a favor and watch it, and then I guarantee any situation that you put in, you will think it is a good situation.
Yeah.
There's always a positive out of a negative.
Yeah, he's, like, good author.
Oh, he's wicked. Podcaster. Yeah. If you need some help, definitely give him a watch and read his books.
Good thinker.
Yeah.
So speaking of, bad situations and people and putting yourself in weird spots here. So we've got a point. We just want to talk about, like, overcoming criticism, because it's quite prevalent. I actually had this online probably a couple of months ago. I posted a video and it was about some advice I got from a billionaire that I've been working with, like, on mentoring. So I said, don't take fat loss advice from fat people, which I think is a pretty fucking fair
100%.
Yeah, like, they don't practice.
Because clearly, 100%.
And I had some chick, she just fucking lost it at me, like, arced up. She was just, like, commenting on my video. She was sending me messages. She screenshotted my profile, posted it to her story, and said, hey, there's this coach in Perth, and he's a fucking whatever, like, just having a full dig at me, like, full pages of, like, hate. and just lost it over that one comment. And like literally, then she got her entire little girl gang onto me, and I had about 8 to 10 of them, and they were all commenting on my stuff, calling me a fucking pig, saying I don't know what I'm at. Some chick literally commented on one of my videos and goes, "You're such a dumb cunt that a billionaire would never work with you."
Funny that. Yeah, actually.
Like, yeah, and I was like, "This is fucking retarded." That one comment got so much hate, and what do you know? They were overweight.
Yeah, that's why you rustled their feathers a little bit. Yeah,
you were so triggered,
hurt their feelings.
Like I was a little bit upset for quite a while because obviously you get attacked by 10 people in like the space of 10 minutes for posting a video saying a thought and like a belief. It was quite wild. So I turned off the comments on that, blocked them all, deleted them all, and then just kind of like got on with it because I thought like I'm not going to waste my fucking energy on these people. But like I was going to fight them and I was going to like go toe to toe with these fucking idiots and go back and forth. But
shame them even more.
Yeah, I didn't want to, but like criticism, I guess, like just understanding everyone's point of view, which like I kind of get from like I think about this woman that I offended that badly just by saying don't take fat loss advice from fat people, and I was like, yeah, like maybe she just doesn't have the self-control to lose weight.
She's a little bit insecure.
Yeah, she's a little bit insecure, and I'm just the poor cunt that got in the way.
Yeah,
and said what everyone else was thinking.
Best thing for her to do would be lose the weight, and she'd feel way better. The next time she wouldn't get offended at that comment.
She can't do it. Like there's just something in her head that she just can't.
Genetics, should say, no doubt.
It's not genetics. It's something mental that she can't do it. But like in terms of like overcoming criticism, it's just like I like to think of it as just understanding their point of view and like being okay with it as well. So like I'm not like I don't care. Like the girl wants to fucking have a go at me about my opinions. That's cool. And like other people have done that to me in the past. Obviously, after 12 years of being a coach and saying some fucking lewd shit online, you know, you get a lot of haters and criticism, which I don't think is a bad thing. But I just need to understand their perspective and my perspective, and they're going to be different as well. Yeah. What are your thoughts on? Yeah, you go.
Yeah, they're always allowed their opinion. I just don't give a fuck, eh?
Yeah.
Straight out. Which is
where did you develop that from?
That's a good one. Because I don't really remember developing it. I think you're almost born with it, I reckon. I just straight out don't care. It's not hard. That's why I can't really like elaborate or relate to any of this, like keeping a positive mindset or motivated and all that. Because it is what it is. Yeah. People can say what they want to say. If it's not going to change my life. Yeah. A couple of words here and there.
Yeah, I feel like if you're not offending people, you're probably not doing it.
Yeah, I used to would fire up back at them, but now just kind of like laugh it off. Yeah. But I think that's when you get a bit mature. You realize you can't. Yeah. Fight everyone type thing. So
I think if people are criticizing you, you're on a good path.
You're doing something.
You're obviously making enough noise that people are fucking having a go.
Yeah. But people always, it doesn't matter how good you are, people are always going to criticize you.
Yeah.
But it's something that you can use as motivation and to work on.
Yeah, for sure.
But if they're criticizing you, it should be a constructive criticism. Otherwise, it's just all words, really, that you can just do what you did, delete and block.
Online is a fucking wild place, dude.
Mike Tyson said a good thing where the problem with social platforms these days is a lot of people are getting too comfortable with saying things that they can't get punched in the face for.
Yeah.
I thought that was a good one. So that's very true. Yeah. Very true.
Fuck,
keyboards are tough.
Man, I would love to be face to face with these chicks.
Yeah.
I would have fucking
that would have been good. Yeah. I could picture exactly what they'd be doing, eh?
Dude, they would be cowering.
Yeah.
But like behind a keyboard, they're just
all good.
You know, all good.
Some of these people just literally are crazy, eh? Like actually crazy.
Yeah.
Americans usually. You can see them, they all these screamers and all that.
Yeah.
It's just
bro, man, I've had this so many times. People are like, oh, I'm gonna fucking bash him. And then I'd see them in person and they wouldn't do shit. Nothing. They wouldn't even look at me in the eye.
It's just embarrassing for him, mate. Come on, man. Yeah.
It's pathetic.
Unnecessary as well. I don't know why you're trying to act tough over a platform.
Yeah. Fuck, we've had something I'd love to name now. It's so fucking fun. But overcoming criticism. I just think just reaffirm that you're on a journey. Everyone's on a journey. Everyone's trying their best with what they know. And it's just is what it is.
I mean, you just don't need to put other people down.
No.
To bring yourself up. No. If you think you bring yourself up, then good on you.
And I'm not putting people down saying you shouldn't take fat loss advice. It's generalization. It's not attacking an individual.
Yes. If it's your own opinion.
Yeah. If someone takes offense to that, then that's their shit.
Yeah. Life becomes a lot easier when you let people think what they want to think.
Yep.
And then you can think what you want to think.
Yeah.
And then life goes on.
So give us an update on Absolute Clothing.
I'm still waiting for these tracksuits. It's taken actually a little bit longer than expected, but they should be here next week, hopefully. and they will sell out very, very quick, I would say.
Yeah. So what are they?
That's the olive tracksuit
Yep.
we're working on.
Tell me again.
So olive tracksuit, both green and green, like a dark pine green. Embroidered white as well. Looks real good.
Yep.
Nice cuffs, good quality, nice heavy material. So yeah, I'm hoping they're going to be here next week. We'll do a photo shoot and drop them hopefully next weekend, if not the weekend after. Mm-hmm. Stay tuned.
And how do you find them?
How do I find the...
how do you get a hold of the olive tracksuits?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Follow me on Instagram or follow me on Facebook. Instagram is Absolute Clo, ABSOLUTEQLO. Had to think about that one for a second.
Yeah.
Can't fuck this one up now, eh? Yeah. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, and that will take you through to the website, and fire away.
And we got a collab coming up?
Coming up soon, yeah. We're going to drop the shirts very shortly, just doing some final touches now.
Yep.
And then I would say, not in the works yet, but very shortly is where we will be doing the event down at Helix for the dog charity. Mm-hmm. And stay tuned. That should be in the next month, I reckon, month or two.
Epic. Looking forward to both.
Very good, yeah.
So, just a reminder, guys, these are mostly uneducated opinions. We have no idea what we're talking about.
Absolutely none.
Just a bunch of gym rats that just like slinging weights, and we have no idea what we're talking about.
And love talking shit.
If you take offense to any of this, then unfollow me.
Stop listening.
I'm really going to fucking cry about it. I'm be so mad at someone unfollowing me.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. Don't forget to leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple, or whatever podcasting platform you are listening to. I do really appreciate that. Other than that, tell a friend. That's the best way. If you got value from this episode, make sure you share it on your Instagram story. That's how we grow. That's how we get views.
Absolutely. Tell us what we're good at and what we're not good at. Love to hear it.
Yeah, fucking go on. Roast me. Let's have a go online.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.